Hey, this is Matt. The Kemper Player is a Kemper Profiler Player rig switching plugin. I've designed it mostly for my use in Ableton, but it might work in other applications. And I wanted to run you through how it works. So I landed on this approach of using MIDI notes and using the velocity, where a velocity of 11 would mean bank 1, slot 1, and a velocity of 12 would mean bank 1, slot 2, so on and so forth, all the way up to 105, which is bank 10, slot 5. So let me show you how you hook it up here. So I'm just going to go to plugins, and when you add a plugin to a MIDI track, Ableton thinks it's an audio track, which is okay, which is fine. So what we have here is I'm going to send this to sends only. I don't need to send it to mains. But one thing I do need to do is add another MIDI track here. So Command Shift T, I've got another MIDI track. And so I'm going to take what comes here from this. Here it is. I've got an interface that just explains it briefly. And then what you do here is your MIDI in comes from this channel, MIDI 5. There you go. And the Kemper Player. Monitor in MIDI to your profiler. My profiler is plugged in, and so it recognizes that hardware. And by default, the profiler, the player, defaults to omni-channel, so you can select any channel, unless, of course, you've gone in and changed your channel. Then make sure you get that correctly. And that's basically it. Here's my MIDI, and so let's see how it works here. I'm going to go in here to a MIDI track. I'm just going to make this end at 6. I'm going to make this a 5 loop. Now you can drop a note down anywhere. I'm just going to use quarter notes here. And so in the first measure, I'm going to drop this note down. I'm going to type 11 on my keypad and hit enter. So now my velocity is 11. That applies to bank 1, slot 1. Now I'm going to go to 2. I'm going to type in 22, bank 2, slot 2. I'm going to hit 3. I'm going to type in 33, bank 3, slot 3. There's a trend here. You getting it? 44, 55. Okay, so there it is. And when I hit play on this, you can see on the player 1, 1, now I'm in 2, 2, now I'm in 3, 3, now I'm in 4, 4, now I'm in 5, 5. It's looping, it's going to come back to 1. So just using the velocity is how you change that. The important thing, again, is to have it routed to a MIDI channel and make sure you're selecting everything correctly there. So if you have any questions, please hit me up, send me an email. And let me know what you think of it, if it's useful or if you think it's silly. Thanks so much.